Hey YouTube, so I'm here to do my update on week 43 since having gastric bypass surgery. It's hard to believe that in 9 more weeks I will be a year post-op. That is so unbelievable. The time has just flown by. So last week I was 239.6. This week I am 234.4. So that is a 5.2 pound loss. And let me tell you, I have no idea whatsoever how I lost that weight. Let's see. Since my concussion, I haven't been working out, and I didn't work out this past week. I will admit that I've gotten up and done a little bit more. So that may have kind of like started up some weight loss because I was doing a little more than I had been doing because my headache is kind of getting better. So, and I had to go into work to do, because I'm on restriction right now. So, I can't get back in the pool right now, but I can do like paperwork and office work. And unfortunately, there's not, like in the pool area, there's not really that much paperwork. But she had a couple of like computer things for me to do. So, of course, I walked to work and back. So I was getting a little bit of exercise, not a whole lot. So I'm sure that had some to do with it. But besides that, I really don't know what sparked it. The other thing, of course, is for like 3 or 4 weeks now, I've only had a 1 pound loss. So I guess my body is just like, you know, maybe like, okay, like you're out of this like funk or stall or whatever. And people that have seen me or haven't seen me in a couple weeks, they're like, oh, wow, you look like you've lost so much weight. So I think even though I was losing just 1 pound, I was definitely losing like inches and things. So, but I'm really excited about that loss. That makes me really happy and, of course, inspires me and makes me to, you know, want to keep going. And I have a feeling next week, though, that it will be a small number because this week was so large. I hope not, but we will see. So one good thing that happened this week definitely is I ran into someone that I hadn't seen in a while, and they kind of did a double take. They were like, is that you? No? Yes? And I don't know, it made me feel good because I lost so much weight that they didn't even recognize me. And so I was like, wow, because since surgery I've lost like 136 pounds. Yeah, and so it's pretty exciting. So pretty much same stuff going on, constipated. It kind of seems like I'm either constipated or I have some diarrhea. And I don't know what it is. My body just can't seem to like find like a normal pattern. And sometimes it is really, really frustrating because I can go like a day or two without going to the bathroom, and then I'll like, or like number 2 bathroom, but and I'll like think about it and I'll be like, did I go yesterday? Like, I won't even like remember. So and of course eventually it gets to where like your stomach really hurts. Kind of like period cramps, but kind of a little different. So definitely sucks. One good thing is, I started on birth control to help regulate my periods because I was having a lot of pain, and then also the cyst that I had. And it was a couple weeks ago or so, I went back and had an ultrasound, and the cyst had gone down, so the birth control helped it go down a lot. So I'm really happy about that. And not only that, like the first, I want to say like 2 or 3 months, because I think I've been on birth control 4 months now. The first couple of months, though, I was having a lot of breakthrough bleeding, like heavy breakthrough bleeding. But I'm happy to say that now there's no breakthrough bleeding, and my periods are a little bad when it's time for them, but they're not too bad. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm mainly not only happy, of course, about the cyst, but also really happy about the breakthrough bleeding. Because like I said, the breakthrough bleeding, it was lasting like weeks. So it was like pretty much all month I was having, you know, except for a couple days here and there, a period, and it was really heavy. So I was getting really discouraged, and I was like, if this continues, I'm just going to stop it. But now everything's going really good. As far as food-wise, things have been pretty good. There's, you know, a couple times where I treated myself with different things, but I've really tried to, like, rein in with my eating. Therefore, while I was having a concussion, I didn't really feel like cooking, and I didn't really feel like doing anything. And so this week I have I've tried to watch it a little bit, but I haven't been really like watching it. So I'm sure that's helped a little bit, but I'm just trying to like get back on track. Not like I was off completely, but I could have definitely been doing better. So I feel like I'm getting there. You know, it seems like I've had a lot of stuff, bam, 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 like my great aunt dying and the concussion and just tons and tons of stuff. And of course, you're just like, okay, I'm ready to stop feeling now. And then granted, this past week was hard when I cleaned out my closet. You know, it's just, it brings up so many emotions. Like, the fact of doing it isn't hard, but just doing it, you're kind of like, you know, pulling those layers of emotions and comfort and all that stuff away. So, it was definitely hard. I'm glad I had a friend help me, because if I didn't have a friend to help me, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Also, you know, I had all these bags, and I was going to wait until the next day to take them to Goodwill and donate them. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be able to sleep with these bags in here. It's like kind of a reminder of everything, of all the emotions, all the reasons why I was overweight. So I just knew I wouldn't be able to sleep. So it was like 11 o'clock, 10:30, something like that, I went and I dropped them off in one of the Goodwill donation boxes, or, you know, bins that they have at different businesses. So, of course, after I got back, I still had some lingering stress from it. And then the next day was really hard and just really emotional. I felt really kind of like blah. But every day since Sunday has gotten better. I don't miss them. I only kind of miss like maybe like one or two big shirts that I could have like kind of lounged around the house and been comfy in. But at the same time, I know I would have worn those probably outside. So I know it's good that I got rid of them. But besides that, I don't miss them. I'm thinking about it less and less, and I'm hoping that the next time I clean out my closet, it will not be as hard. I have a feeling it'll still be emotional, but I hope it's not as hard. And I'm hoping as like every time I go down maybe like 2 sizes or something, I can just clean it out little by little, so that way it's not such a task possibly, because I had like 5 X's in there and I'm a 2X now. So I had 5, 4, and 3 X's. And, you know, I had like 34 pants and I'm like a 24 now. So I had a lot of sizes, and I think that's another reason, like I say, it was so overwhelming. So I hope I can do little by little. I don't know if I'll be able to, because I still feel like, you know, even going to therapy, my weight is still my crutch. And even though I'm doing so wonderfully in the weight loss department, I still feel so burdened by my weight and the things that have caused my weight. And I hope over time it will get better. I definitely feel like within this year I have changed so tremendously much. I feel like I have a long way to go. I don't know if I'll ever be completely cured or not have an eating problem. I definitely don't think about food as much as I used to. I still do, though. I'm not going to lie. When there's a stressful situation, I'm like, man, I would love pizza, or man, I would love like some ice cream, or something like that. And I will admit, every once in a while, I go into those cravings. I'll have that, whatever I'm kind of wanting. Granted, it's nothing like before. Maybe I would have 2 slices of pizza, where before I would have an entire pizza, like no freaking joke. So I have come a long way. I have made some significant changes, but I have more changes that I can make. It seemed like after the surgery for a while, I did really, really good, but it seems like the longer you're out, the harder it gets. The harder it gets to not resort back to those bad habits. And I wish sometimes I could go back to the beginning. Even though the beginning was so hard, I wish I could go back there, because it was easier to kind of make those healthier choices and not give in to temptations. It's definitely a day-by-day situation. But I keep thinking about, okay, look how far you've come, and try not to get overwhelmed by how far you need to go, because like friends have shown me lately, I have really come a long, long way. And the one thing that I do remind myself is like the pizza thing. Like, I remind myself, okay, look what you did before and look what you do now. Granted, you may not be making the best choice by having pizza, but are you making a better choice by not eating a whole pizza? Yeah. So, time will tell, and I think I'm always going to be scared of gaining the weight back. I know that's why I wanted to hold on to the clothes so bad. Like, in a way, I felt like it was my excuse. Like, oh, well, what if I gain weight back? Well, if I do, then at least I'll have the clothes, and I won't have to waste the money to buy new clothes. So, I'm glad that kind of crutch is gone, because I don't want to give myself any reason whatsoever to gain the weight back, because I don't want to go back to the way I was. I have a life now. I can do things. I'm not sitting at home constantly depressed and hating who I am. Granted, I still struggle with not liking who I am, but it's nothing like before, and I don't want to give that up. So, but I did save 2 different outfits from my largest size to kind of compare, like at the 1 year mark and things. So, yeah. Like I say, my concussion is definitely getting better. It's like 50% better. I still get dizzy sometimes. I still get nauseous sometimes, but it's not all the time anymore. And my headache is definitely better. So hopefully after these 2 weeks of restriction, which is this week and next week, I will be able to get back into the pool and do my water aerobics, because I'm like, oh, I had all these muscles and I feel like they're going down now, because it's been a month. So, and also, like, I walked into work the other day and I was like, wow, I saw the pool and I was like, wow, I really miss swimming. And I would have never thought I would have ever thought that, because swimming is exercise and I miss exercise? What? That's insane. Granted, I feel like I still hate exercising, but if I'm missing it, then hey, I guess that's a step in the right direction. So I guess it is really important to find something that you enjoy doing, because it'll help you kind of keep going to the exercise. So, and it also makes me feel good that all the ladies and of course the gentlemen that I teach water aerobics to miss me, and they miss me teaching them and stuff, and of course that makes me feel really, really good. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing great, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.